My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Saw X, or Saw 10, or whatever you want to call this movie. But this movie is getting great reviews. Like last time I checked, it had an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. To put that in perspective, it is the highest rated Saw movie by far. The second highest rated Saw movie is the original at 50%, I believe. Saw 2 and Saw 6 are also loved movies, and they're like at 36 or 37%. So like this movie, way more people seem to like. And the people who have seen it are calling it one of, if not the best in the franchise. And after seeing it, I'm a little confused at the amount of hype for this movie. Like, I still thought it was a fine movie. It delivered enough, but the best? I don't think so. Not even close. But let's just talk about the big difference. And it's the fact that for the first time in this franchise, John Kramer, Jigsaw, is the main character. And I do like the attempt at trying to do something different. The first act of this movie does take its time in establishing his motives, and I found it to be compelling. But then in the second half of the movie, it just all falls apart. Like, they really view Jigsaw as a hero in this movie, as the good guy. And that to me is just completely gross. Like, for the first little bit, I'm like, yes, these people he wants revenge against are evil. They deserve to suffer. And then I saw them suffer, and I'm like, maybe they don't deserve that after all. You know, they could have Last of Us 2 it, where they made you feel one way, but then they kind of made you feel bad about feeling that way. But, nope. Jigsaw's the guy they want you to root for. And, like, it could have been a great character study on this psychopath, but, nope. They just, played, well, he's the good guy in this movie. You know, like, I know people give Don't Breathe 2 a lot of shit. I don't get why. I think it's a solid movie. And I feel like that movie does everything that this movie should have. Well, they don't make excuses for the main character. They don't try to justify his past actions. They're fully aware of the piece of shit he is. And I just, I'm baffled. Utterly baffled by some decisions made in this movie. Yeah. And also, one thing I wish they did is actually show him setting up the traps and planning them. Like, you're doing it from his perspective anyways. I think it would be a really cool idea, but they didn't. So, the story doesn't really work for me. It's still entertaining enough, and it delivers on what you want a Saw movie to deliver on. Like, this movie is messed up. Yeah. They really go for it here. They do not hold back. And, yeah, it's gnarly. It is brutal. And it makes for a very effective watch, and it's very intense. And I thought there were some creative traps. I will say the big one, like the one with the eyes that you see on the poster, I hated how that was integrated into the plot. Very messy, if you ask me. So, yeah, like, this movie has greater ambitions than most Saw movies, and that's where it falls flat. But what it succeeds at is being a typical Saw movie. I think at the end of the day, it does just kind of feel like every other movie in this franchise. Tobin Bell, I've never loved his performance, and this movie is no exception. I think he does a good job. He carries it well enough, but not one of the great horror performances to me. Shawnee Smith, I think she's kind of bad. Whenever she has to show emotion, it felt very forced. Snoove McCordy Land, she's one of the main villains of the movie. And I thought she was actually a really bad actress. There is one character in the last act, and I just do not believe this character acted in a remotely believable way. So, yeah, I don't think this movie is as good as everyone is saying. It's perfectly fine. It delivers what you want a Saw movie to. It tries to do more, and it kind of fails at it. But at the end of the day, I don't regret seeing it. I'll pick it up. I'll watch it when I do a franchise rewatch, and I'll give Saw X a 6 out of 10. Okay, so spooky month, October, is coming up. I've already filmed, edited, and published a bunch of videos where I talk about scary movies. So every day there's going to be at least one review for a horror movie. Some days there's going to be two, so look forward to that. But have you seen Saw X? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.